Hello everyone, thank you for joining our session today. Today in this session we will be talking about the VI and the emacs. Both the VI and the emacs are text editors that you can use on your terminal. But firstly, I will start by talking about the VI, then I will proceed and talk about the emacs. Now I will be showing you how to use the emacs, and also I'm going to make sure I summarize everything you need to know about the emacs so that you can be able to use the emacs text editor efficiently without any problem. So firstly, let me scroll down here. This is the project. Actually, this is the VI project. So this is the material you are expected to go through. Let me open it in a new tab. So before it loads, what I'm going to do now is I will make sure I answer these questions for you. Okay, so when I'm answering these questions, we will be seeing some practicals on how to use some of the commands on the VI. Like I said in one of my videos, that you have to make sure after reading this material you are able to understand what these things are. What is VI? Every project, like I said, has its own. Okay, so make sure you are able to understand all these things and explain it to yourself or someone before you move ahead. So what I'm going to do now is answer these questions for you and explain it to you as much as I can. Okay, so now the first question says, what is the VI? The VI, sometimes called the Vim, at times you can see VIM, which is also the same thing as the VI, is a text editor that comes with the Unix operating system or any Unix-like operating system. It is the default text editor that this Unix distribution comes with. So this means that as far as you have a Unix-like operating system, then there is no need to install the VI text editor because it is already installed when your Unix operating system was installed, right? So the VI has two modes of operation. You have to take note of that. There are two modes of operation in the VI. The first mode is the command mode. In the command mode of the VI, almost every character you enter will have an effect on the file you are working on. So what I'm trying to say is that when you are in the command mode of a VI, then the VI, or let me say the terminal, is expecting some set of command from you. Okay, so anything that you type in the command mode of the VI is considered as a command, and this command will perform exactly what it is supposed to on that file you are currently working on. Okay, we will see how to use the command mode of the VI text editor in a short while. The second mode is the insert mode. In the insert mode, everything you type is considered a text in your file. Every code we will be writing throughout this training using the VI text editor will only be done in the insert mode. So what I'm trying to say is that when you switch into the insert mode, then it's like you are writing a text. That's where you'll be writing your codes. Everything you write there will just remain like it is. Okay, nothing is, it's not like the command mode that will be receiving command. In the text mode, in the insert mode, sorry, everything you type is considered a text and it will remain a text. Okay, so now let's open VI and see all these theories in practical. So now let me open my sandbox. I'm going to use my sandbox for this. All right, yes, so now this is my sandbox. Now I'm going to create a file so that I'll be able to view that file using the VI. So there is a directory I've already created. Let me just list the content of this directory. Yes, there is a directory I've created, VI practical. As you can see, just press VI or start typing the directory name. Just press the tab key, it will finish it for you. It's easier than to be always typing in the something, you understand, right? So now I'm inside the directory, right? As you can see, there is nothing inside this directory, so I'm going to create an empty file first. So let me name the file read. Okay, so I've created this file read. Let me list the content so you can see it has been created. So now, how can you be able to open this file using VI? Indirectly, I'm trying to show you how to start the VI itself. How can you start the VI? So to start the VI, you simply type in VI, then you type in the file name that you want to open using this text editor. So I will type in read, and then press enter. Yes, so the first window you see when you start the VI is the command mode. So whenever you start the VI, you first go through the command mode before you go through the insert mode. So in this mode, everything you type is considered just a command. Is considered a set of command, and it is expected to perform a particular task on your file. So how can you go to the insert mode? So to go to the insert mode, you simply press the I button on your keyboard. So when you press the I button here, when you scroll down, you can see it shows insert. So this shows that you are currently in the insert mode. So let me try typing something in this file of mine. Okay, so let me say this is a practical session on VI. Okay, so this is just what I want to enter in this file here. This is just what I want to type in this file here. Actually, in the insert mode, you can write codes. You see how you can be able to use the VI to write codes. Okay, as we progress in the training, you are going to see how to do that. So this is just what I want to enter now. So how can I save this and exit out of VI? So to exit out of VI, you have to revert back to your command mode before you'll be able to exit. So to go back to the command mode, what you are going to press is the escape key on your keyboard. So simply press escape. When you press escape, as you can see, the insert is now gone here. There is nothing. So you now press colon, then you type in WQ. So this will save and exit VI at the same time. At this mean you don't want to save, you just want to exit. Okay, so you just type in Q and then the exclamation mark here. Okay, so in this case we want to save and exit, so you just press W and Q, then press enter. So the content of that file has been saved and we have successfully exit out of the VI. So let's try viewing the content of this read file here that we just created. Let me just use the cat command to view it on the terminal. Cat read. Yes, so you can see it has displayed the content. This is a practical session on VI. So this is simply how you can start the VI, how you can go into the command mode, how you can go into the insert mode, and also how you can exit the VI. Okay, so now let's go back and keep answering our questions. So I'm sure you've understood what the VI is. So the next thing is asking, who is Bill Joy? Actually, this thing you can Google it yourself. So let me just explain to you in brief who Bill Joy is. Bill Joy is an American software developer and also an entrepreneur. He was the co-founder of the computer microsystems called Sun Microsystem, where the Java programming language was created, and Unix operating system as well. So this is just in brief who Bill Joy is. You can just go ahead and Google more about him. There are a lot of things he has done in technology, so you can go and Google it yourself. So the next thing says how to start and exit VI. We've seen how to start the VI, right? You just type in VI and then the file you want to open using the VI. And also we've seen how to exit the VI, in which I say you just have to revert back to your command mode by pressing the escape key on your keyboard. Then you enter, then you type in the colon, right? And then you type in WQ and press enter. So it will automatically save and exit. But I also said, what if you don't want to save? Instead of typing WQ, you type in Q with an exclamation mark, so it will exit without saving. Okay, the next question is asking, what are the command and insert modes? That's the two modes of the VI, and how to switch from one to the other. So the command mode, like I explained when explaining what VI is, I said it is the window, or it is the part of the VI, it's one of the modes of the VI that takes in commands to perform a particular operation or function on your file. And the insert mode is where you type in the content of your file. So these are what these two commands are. And how to switch from one to another. Okay, if you want to switch from the command mode to the insert mode, you just have to press I from your keyboard and it will switch you to the insert mode. So if you are in the insert mode and you want to revert back to the command mode, you just have to press the escape button on your keyboard and you will be reverted back to the command mode. So the next question asks how to edit text. So to edit text, you just have to type in VI, then the file you want to edit its text, then you press enter, and then it will take you to VI. So when it takes you to VI, you simply press I to go to the insert mode. So when you are in the insert mode, you can edit your text. Okay, so now the next question is asking us how to cut and paste lines. Okay, so you can just go back to this material here and see that this is the command. YY is going to cut and paste lines for you in the VI. So the next question is asking how to search forward and backward in the VI. So let me show you how to do that. So to do that, let me open my file again. Right, so this is the file. So how do you search forward? When you are talking about searching forward, it means you want to search from where your cursor is, right, to the front, okay, to the end, okay. So I'm going to show how to do that. So to do that, since we are in the command mode, you simply type in this / here. You enter the / and then you type in the string in which you want to search. Okay, so let's say in my own case I have this text. This is a practical session. Okay, let me try searching for this SS here and see what will happen. So you just type in SS. So you can see immediately I type in SS, it highlighted this SS for me. Okay, so it searched for this SS, right? So let me try searching for this V on the VI. So let me remove everything here and just type in V. So you can see immediately I typed in V, also it highlights the V here. So this is how you can search forward on the VI. So what if you want to search backward on the VI? So how do you search backward on the VI? So if you want to search backward, you simply change this. Instead of the / you use the question mark. Here you can see, then you type in the string in which you want to search. So as you can see here, let me try searching for H. So you can see it shows this H here. Okay, so this is how you can be able to search forward and backward in the VI. So the next question is asking you how to undo. Okay, how do we undo in the VI here? So now let me first go to insert mode and do some changes to this file here. Let me just press I. Yes, so now I'm in the insert mode, as you can see. So let me make some changes here to these files. So let me just add in another line. I will delete this line. Okay, so and I go back to my command mode, right? I press escape to go back to my command mode. So now let's say I want to remove the current changes I just made. I don't need it anymore. So to do that, you just have to go back to the command mode which I'm currently in, and press the U key. So it will delete the previous changes. Okay, it will remove it. So this is how you can be able to undo on your VI. So the next question is asking how to quit VI. We've seen how to quit VI. You just have to, in the command mode, you just have to press colon and then the WQ. That is if you want to save the file and exit. If you don't want to save it, you just type in Q and then the exclamation mark. It will exit without saving. So this is simply how to exit VI, how to quit VI. Okay, so I think I've answered all these questions here. So let's scroll down and see these tasks here. So these are the tasks currently. So what this task is asking you to do is to navigate to this /root and create a directory named VI. So let's do that. Let me just clear my screen. So let me go to root, right? Yes, I'm currently in my root. They said create what? Navigate to /root and create a directory called this. Okay, so let me just copy it, come back here. So mkdir, then paste the directory name. Yes, so this is the directory, right? I've created the directory. So let me check my code. Yes, so you can see it is checked. Okay, so it's correct. So now this is asking what is the command to insert text before a cursor. So I'm not going to do this. What this is actually asking from you is that you just have to be in your root directory and then enter the directory you just created, this 0x03. So make sure you're in the directory, then create a file called inserting. Okay, so create a file called inserting. So when you create the file, then write the answer into this file. Okay, so you are going to write in the command that is used to place text before the cursor inside this file. Or let me just do it for you, since this is the first one. So you can just say vi. They said the file is inserting, right? So let me go to my insert mode. So it says we should write the answer into this file. So what is the command that we can use to place text before the cursor? Let's go to our vi commands here. So let's check. Let's scroll up and see. Changing text. Yes, so you can see this is the command here. It says insert text before cursor until escape is hit. So this is the command. So let's type in the command here, then let's escape :WQ to save and exit. So now let me press ls. Yes, so you can see the file is available. So let me check my code. Yes, so you can see it's checked. So this is just what you are expected to do. You'll be able to do all these things yourself as far as you understood my explanation here. Yes, so this is asking what is the command to delete and cut the current line. So let's go back to our vi commands. The command should be y for delete and cutting, right? Yes, so you can see this is it, y copy, yank, cut the current line into the buffer. So this is the command. So it is y. So you have to create a file. When you create a file called cutting, then you type in y inside. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. So this is saying command to paste the lines in the buffer into the text after the current line. So the command to paste, right? So the command to paste is simply the letter P. Okay, so when you create this file called pasting, you just type in the letter P inside the file and it will work. Okay, so command to undo, we've seen how to do that. Is just simply the U character on your keyboard. So what is the command to quit VI even though latest changes have not been saved for the VI call? Yes, you know, when we use the WQ, like I said, the :WQ, we exit and save. But when we use :Q and an exclamation mark, we just exit without saving. So :Q and an exclamation mark is supposed to be the command here, okay? Because they said latest changes have not been saved, okay? So we just want to exit, we don't want to save it. So this is asking what is the command to move the cursor from the start of the current line. I'm not going to tell you, it is in this material here. Just go through the material, you are going to find it, okay? Then you just create a file called beginning of the line and then paste it there. Okay, so what is the command to move the cursor to the end of the line? Also, it is available here. Just study this. I'm not asking you to cram it, just study it. You are going to find all these commands here. Okay, so then you just create a file called end of the line and then save and exit, then check your code and I'm sure it will work. So this is all I'm going to explain to you about this VI. So in the next part of this video, I'm going to explain emacs. So now let's discuss emacs. Emacs is also a text editor that comes by default with any Unix-like operating system, just like the VI. Everything you can do using the VI, you can do that using the emacs. Okay, so it's left for you to choose which text editor works for you. You can use VI, you can use emacs, all is fine. Okay, so let me just take my time and explain what the emacs is all about. I've explained the VI already, so I'm just going to explain the emacs in brief. I personally don't use the emacs, I use the VI for most of my project, so I don't know much about the emacs, but I'm going to try as much as possible to see I explain what the emacs is. So let's scroll down to the questions. So this is the material here, let's open it. Before it's loaded, let's go back. So this is asking, the first question is asking what is emacs. So emacs is also a text editor that comes by default with all Unix and Unix-like operating systems. So that's just what the emacs is. So the second question is asking who Richard Stallman is. You can also Google who Richard Stallman is, but Richard Stallman is an American free software movement activist and also a developer. This person or this guy campaigns that software should be distributed in a manner that its users have the freedom to use the software. That is, when a software is distributed, the users of the software should have the right to study that software, that is, to study the code behind the software and be able to distribute that software, and they can also modify the code of that software to that means they can also modify the software, right? And also they can be able to distribute that modified software of their own. So that's just what this guy is talking about. Okay, so he's the founder of the Unix. He started the Unix operating system. So that's just who Richard, so this is just who Richard Stallman is in brief. Okay, so you can Google to know more about him. So the next thing is asking how to open and save files. So let's go to our terminal and see. All right, so let me list the content here. There is a directory I created. Yes, this is the directory. So I'll just say cd emacs, right? Let me just go to the directory. Yes, so you can see there is nothing inside this directory, right? So now let me try creating an empty file in this directory. So I'll just say touch, let me call it emacs file. Yes, so you can see the file has been created. So what is this question asking from us? How to open and save files. So how do we open a file in emacs, sorry. So just like in vi, we just type in vi and the file name, right? So in this case, you just type in emacs and then the file name. Yes, so this is the emacs text editor. So this is how you can start the emacs. So how do we save file in the emacs? So let me type in something here. Let me say this is emacs editor. Yes, so this is it. So now let's see how we can be able to exit vi. So to exit vi, what you are going to do is just press your Control X, right? Press Control X. You can see it's shown here, and then Control C. So you have successfully exit vi. So this is how you can be able to enter and exit vi. Okay, so let me try viewing this file here using the cat command, cat emacs file. So you can see this is emacs editor. So you can see it's showing here. It's just merging with this path here. So this is actually the actual content of the file, right? This is emacs editor. So you can see it's showing us that we've successfully saved the content into our emacs file. So let's go back to the next question. What is a buffer and how do you switch from one to another? I actually don't know how to answer this, but you can just go through this material. I'm sure there's explanation on what buffers are, or you can simply Google it and you find out about buffers. So how to use the mark and the end point to set the region. Okay, so the reason why I said I don't know much about emacs and I don't spend more time knowing what emacs is because there is an alternative already. There's vi, and I enjoyed using vi the most, so there's no need for me learning vi and emacs at the same time. I find it difficult to use emacs actually, but some people find it interesting, so it depends on what suits you actually. So how do you use the mark and the point to set region? There is this file here. You can go through it. When you go through it, when you check on this, you'll be able to see how to set this you'll be able to see how to set this point on emacs. Okay, so let me just go to the next question. It says how to cut and paste lines and regions. So to cut in emacs, what you are going to press is the Control K. The Control K will cut in emacs. Okay, so and to paste in emacs, you just press Control Y. So Control K to cut, Control Y to paste. So this is how to cut and paste in emacs. So how to search forward and backward. So to search forward in emacs, you just have to press the Control and F, then followed by the string you want to search. Okay, so and if you want to search backward, then you press Control and the B, Control F forward search, Control B backward search. Okay, so I have to take note of that as well. So the next question says how to invoke commands by name. I don't actually know this as well, but you can Google it and find out, or you can go through the material. I'm sure it's there. So how to undo in emacs. So to undo in emacs, you just simply press the Control button and then the forward slash. So it's going to undo your changes on emacs. Okay, so this is asking how to cancel have entered commands. So let's say you started to type some commands and you want to cancel those commands. How can you do that? So to do that, you just press the Control X and then Control G. So this will cancel have entered commands. If you start typing a command and you want to delete the command you started typing, just type in Control X and Control G in emacs and it will be deleted. Okay, so how to quit emacs. So to quit emacs, we've seen you just have to use this Control X and Control C to move out of emacs. So this is all I can explain to you about this emacs. I'm sorry if I'm not explanative enough. I tried as much as possible to say I explain just what I know, okay, in a way that you will understand. Like I said, I don't use emacs actually, so I find it, because I find it very difficult, I actually don't have interest for emacs as well, but I thought maybe someone might be interested in it. That's why I decided to merge it with this video on VI, so that you'll be able to learn a lot out of it, so that you know that there is another text editor behind VI, okay. So you can just scroll down and do the task. So this is similar to that of the VI. Go to /root and create a directory called 0x02 emacs. So just make sure you are in your root, then mkdir, then this directory name, then you can check your code, it will work. So this is asking what is the command to open a file from within emacs. So to open a file, you just emacs, right, and then the file name, if you can remember. Then you just have to make sure you type in your answer inside this file that you are going to create inside this directory, okay. So just try and do that. So this is asking what is the command to save a file. Control X, Control C is the command to save a file. So what is the command to cut an entire line? To cut an entire line is Control K, okay. So it's just Control K. When you type in Control K, you are going to cut the line entirely. So what is the command to paste? So to paste is Control Y. So you are going to type in Control Y here. But in this case, when you are trying to type the answer here, you are not supposed to type in something like, or let me just show you. Let me just take this for instance here. What is the command to paste, right? First, let me check my code. You see that I have some errors because I destroyed my my sandbox before starting this video. Yes, so you can see I have these errors, okay. So now it says what is the command to paste. Let me show you how you can be able to write that control. You are not going to type in CONTROL or CTRL. So let me just do that for you. Let me just do this task for you. Let me copy the directory name. All right, so let me just go back, right. So let me make the directory, oh sorry, I have to make sure I'm inside my root, okay. Then let me make the directory, right, this, so cd into the directory, okay. So it's asking us to create a file, pasting, right, using emacs, copy, right. So I'm actually not going to use emacs to do this task because like I said, I don't derive pleasure using emacs, so I can just use VI at the same time to do that. So Control A V, that's the to paste in the terminal. You just use Control A and V. So press enter. So now I'm in my VI. Go to the insert mode. So what you are going to type in here is the answer, is the command to paste in emacs. So the command to paste in emacs, like I said, is Control Y. So to type in control, how can you type in this control in this terminal? You just have to press the shift and your C. So just make sure that the C you type is in capital letter, then Y, okay. So this capital letter C shows that, okay, this means control, okay. So you can just press escape, WQ and exit. So let me try checking. Start a new test. Yes, so you can see it worked. So you just have to use the capital C, then a dash, then the rest of the characters for that command, okay. So this is asking how to search forward. So to search forward in emacs, I've already mentioned that is the Control F, okay. So what is the command to undo? To undo in emacs is control and then / right, is going to undo your changes. So what is the command to quit emacs? To quit emacs, you can simply use Control C. I think yes, it should be Control C to quit emacs, okay. So this brings us to the end of this session on VI and emacs. So if you enjoyed this session, kindly leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel, and make sure you click on the notification icon to get notified whenever we post another video. So thank you.